History books state that Iten was originally called Hill 10 by Scottish explorer Joseph Thomson, an indication that this was the 10th hill that he discovered in this region. But the name was soon corrupted by the locals to the name that we now know. Brother Colm O'Connell, a veteran coach and the man behind the success of tens of famous Kenyan athletes, including two-time Olympic champion David Rudisha, has lived in this dusty town for 40 years, the town transforming right before his eyes.
Going back years ago, Iten would be unheard of as a training centre, you know, because even coming to Africa for Europeans or Americans or New Zealanders to train would be kind of out of the question. They'd be afraid of disease, they'd be afraid of, you know, no communication.
But all that changed as Iten is now a mecca of athletes, with some coming from as far away as the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Holland, Turkey, Sweden, Norway and Australia, just to name but a few.
With the success of the Kenyans going out, meeting, making friends with European athletes, and then Iten no longer being so much isolated with modern communication and people able to, the airport in Eldoret, also I think the European athletes coming to Iten and having success, going back to you know, for many years, also helped to build up the confidence people would have to come and train here.
The question of how Kenyan athletes have managed to dominate long-distance races for so long is one that has puzzled the global community. And when foreign athletes come to Iten, they arrive seeking an answer to the distance running mastery that has made Kenya a powerhouse in the sport.
Besides the kind of natural conditions you find here, like the weather, conducive to training, not too hot, you know, nice temperature, the altitude, 8,000 feet above sea level, malaria free generally, and also I suppose the isolation and the rural environment.
Brother Colm believes that there are two reasons why Iten has developed into a global training hub at such a fast rate.
Well, I'd say the running culture that has now developed in the area. Of course, it all originated with two schools, St. Patrick's and Singori girls. And I think because the two schools put so much emphasis on sports and athletics particularly, I think a tradition grew up in the area. The fact that Iten was one of the first on board when the sport started becoming professional. You know, camps started being set up in Iten. A lot of the athletes who drifted towards Iten, Iten had success with the result that, you know, the people became encouraged to come and train here.
Iten's increasing fame amongst the athletics community has not escaped the attention of global media outlets such as CNN, who dubbed Iten the village that manufactures track stars. The New York Times described it as the Kenyan town made for marathoners, whilst the Independent romantically named it the highland home of the fastest people in the world. A new trend of sports tourism has also started emerging in Iten. While most Kenyans prefer to holiday at the beach or at the national park, Europeans, fascinated by the invincible Kenyan athletes, make their way to Iten to find out what the secret is.
We come to watch people running because we love also running in Germany. We are athletes too, and so we would like to get to know how they train, how they can perform like we only see in TV.
Whether Iten and Kenya at large is harnessing the full potential of sports tourism is yet to be seen.
In Germany, people, I think, don't know a lot about Kenya. They think there's a lot of poor people, perhaps, and also not that healthy country, so that there are also perhaps a lot of problems.
Clearly, it is time for the county government of Elgeyo Marakwet County to partner with the national government and stakeholders in athletics to make Iten the undisputed travel destination for millions of tourists who are fascinated by Kenyan athletes and how they keep winning. Reporting for Citizen Sports, I'm Waihiga Mwaura.